Making beats with G7, making beats with G7, G7, making beats with G7, G7 the beat maker.
Hey, what's going on, people? You're watching Making Beats with G7, and today I recorded the theme music to Making Beats with G7. Would you like to listen to it?
Making beats with G7, making beats with G7, G7, making beats with G7, G7 the beat maker.
Alright, those are just the vocals to the theme music. Now, what I'm going to do today in this particular Making the Beat tutorial with G7 the beat maker, I'm going to add some music here. And by the way, I'm using Cool Edit Pro 2. Always make sure that when you're saving your vocals, that you know where your vocals are saved at. As soon as you finish saving your information, that you're able to bring it up in your step sequencer. Me personally, I use FL Studio 9. I love using Fruity Loops 4 because it's my favorite. What we're going to do, we're going to make a beat with it. Now, the first thing we've done was save it, and the second thing we have to do is find it so we can be able to use it. So,
Making beats with G7, making beats with G7, G7, making beats with G7.
now there's a way.
G7 the beat maker.
There's a lot of different ways to use it. What I can do, I can slice it even further. Okay.
Making beats with G7.
Once you know what you're doing, you'll be able to fix everything else. So I don't really have to explain everything else because I move pretty quick when I'm making my music. All right, let's get this done. All right, let's place every cue point in.
Beats with G7. Beats with.
All right, let me finish making this beat without telling you how it works. All right, since I have all the cue points, I'm gonna slide it on over to the second track, right? So when I have the beat in, it can come in on point. For example,
Making beats with G7, making beats with G7, G7, making beats with G7, G7 the beat maker.
all right, that's the cue point. Now the cue point in the playlist isn't gonna start at on point, so I'm gonna have to come in on the second track at this point. So if it makes any sense to you, it'll make sense to you as soon as you hear it. So this is what I'm gonna do now. Let me add some kick drums and some snares and some drums and some snares, or let me choose my favorite VSTI. I already have it planned out over here. Let's call it DCO. Oh, let's use De La Mancha's Entropy and see if this works. It's _1_0. Now let's pick a random one. Friendly Fire. Dun 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 dun. I assigned it to a new track so I can turn it down some because it may be too loud. Dun 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 dun. Based on that particular tutorial I saw on YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna mimic everything by copying and pasting it back on and lowering everything down because the bass is too loud as it is. I'm really bad at music, but I know how to make beats. I still said it wrong. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I'm gonna select some drum kits. I like the Yamaha RX-21, so that's what I'm gonna use. The kick drum, the clap, the closed hat, and the snare. I'm really random at this kick drum thing, so I'm just gonna place the hip hop preset I made. I made my own preset, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I'll place everything where it usually goes. And I have like a hi-hat preset that I made. I copied it from M. Griffin. Links in the description. I don't know if he'll make another video or not, but whenever he wants to work, we can work together. I'm still here for him. Just like Kevin too. I'm still here for you, Kevin. Alright, let's finish this video. Alright, and that's the end of the beat. After that, we just mix everything together.